Today I want to talk about something that comes up all the time, especially for people who are just getting started in process improvement. And that's the question, should you learn Six Sigma, Lean, or Agile? If you've spent any time looking into certifications or trying to build your skill set, you've probably run into all three. And at first glance, they can feel overlapping, confusing, or even interchangeable. But the reality is, they're quite different in terms of how they work, when you should use them, and what kind of career path they support. That's exactly why we created a new free ebook called Six Sigma versus Lean versus Agile. What should you learn first? The goal of this guide is simple: give you clarity so you can make a smart decision without wasting time or going down the wrong path. In the ebook, we start by breaking down each methodology in plain language. No jargon, no overcomplication. We explain what Six Sigma actually is at its core, which is a data-driven approach focused on reducing defects and improving quality. Then we look at Lean, which is really about eliminating waste and making processes more efficient. And finally, Agile, which is built around flexibility, speed, and adapting quickly through iterative work cycles. But we don't just define them. One of the most useful parts of the guide is the direct comparison between all three. We look at how they differ in terms of goals, how they're applied, what industries tend to use them, and what kinds of problems each one is best suited to solve. Because the truth is, choosing the right methodology depends heavily on your specific situation. Another important point we cover is that these aren't mutually exclusive. In fact, many of the most successful organizations combine them. You'll see how Lean and Six Sigma come together as Lean Six Sigma, and how Agile can complement both, especially in environments that require speed and adaptability. So instead of thinking in terms of picking just one forever, the ebook helps you understand how they can work together. We also included real-world examples, because theory only gets you so far. You'll see how these methodologies are actually used in different industries, from healthcare to software development to finance. That way, you can start to picture how this applies to your own role or career path. And probably the most practical part of the entire guide is the decision framework. We walk you through how to think about your goals, your work environment, and the types of problems you want to solve, and then map that to the methodology that makes the most sense for you. So instead of guessing, you have a structured way to decide where to start. This ebook is especially useful if you're considering Six Sigma certification but aren't quite sure how it compares to other approaches, or if you're early in your career and want to make a smart investment in your skills. And the best part is, we made it completely free. There's no sign-up, no email required, no gatekeeping. You can just download it and start reading right away. So if you've been stuck trying to figure out whether Six Sigma, Lean, or Agile is the right move for you, this guide will give you the clarity you need to take that next step with confidence. Thanks for listening, and I hope you find it useful.